Hi, my name is Chris Barlow. I am the Vice President of e-banking for Webster Bank. We're a regional bank in the Northeast, headquartered in Waterbury, Connecticut, and I'm responsible for mobile strategy and product development. Getting sponsorship as an online executive or a mobile executive is important, and the best way we do that is to help evangelize what our mobile initiatives are. We really kind of go through and have meetings and get them involved early in the process, really kind of show them what the trends are in the industry, really work to make sure that we demonstrate what our core pieces of functionality are, and really make sure that they understand how we're going to be able to demonstrate value. And by demonstrating value, we help to get buy-in in the future. I'd say one of the things we do to help leadership understand what we're doing is being able to do product demonstrations. So one example is when we rolled out Touch ID recently, is we actually went in and did product demonstrations, and I met with the VP of Public Relations and gave him a demo of what Touch ID was going to be so that he could actually see what it was going to be as he was writing our press release talking about that feature. I think in order to get an engaging experience among the consumer and the brands, we do a lot of listening. We get a lot of customer feedback and voice of the customer through multiple channels, whether or not that's through social, whether or not that's through our in-branch or in-banking center feedback that we get, as well as on our customer, as well as on our call centers. So from that perspective, being able to understand what the customer is looking for and being able to meet their needs is a key component that we use. I think in determining the needs of the customer, we do a good job of really listening to what they're looking for, really asking engaging questions. I think social, again, is another example of being able to respond to what their needs are. And one example of that is our mobile deposit. And we got a lot of feedback from customers saying that their limits weren't necessarily useful for some of the segments, and businesses are a good example of that. So we were able to do some research and walk with our fraud folks in order to get them more comfortable, and we raise limits for our business customers. I think that being able to respond to customer feedback is extremely important, and really take mobile deposit again as an example. I'm going to rewind a little bit to just adding the feature in and of itself. Once we were able to do that, we got a lot of response. By enhancing it, by increasing limits, we were able to see adoption increase by about 50% from 2013 to 2014. We measure results by looking at usage, we look at traffic patterns, we look at downloads, and we also look at some of the transactions that people are doing within our app and also our digital properties. I think one of the key things that we did from a loyalty perspective was, again, kind of increasing our adoption of mobile deposit. And we were able to put in together marketing campaigns, both in-app as well as on our website as well. In addition to that, we engaged our employees and had a contest for our banking center and call center folks that were allowing them to offer an incentive to get customers to use that particular feature. Loyalty, and I'll say specifically more retention for us is very important. We realize that our mobile customers engage with us more frequently and have a better profile from a banking perspective. Some of them have higher balances, some of them have more transactions, and because they're using a lower cost channel, they cost less to serve. I think that we were really proud of being able to launch Touch ID as quickly as we were. We launched that about a month or so ago, and shortly after, Apple opened up their SDKs to companies and developers. And it was one of the things that we were able to help customers be able to bank quickly, easily get into look at their balances and bank when, where, and how they want. Touch ID is a feature that Apple has recently rolled out, and allows you to use your finger or your fingerprint in order to log into, or in Apple's cases, pay for certain merchandise. And we were able to use that as a feature within our app so that our customers could be able to log into our app quickly and easily and be able to see their balances with one touch of a finger.